Hello and welcome to AscensionCalling.com. This channeled message is entitled How Higher Beings Learn from Humans and is from an Andromedan being named Samson. It was recorded in March 2019 by Kate Woodley. We hope you enjoy it. Hello Kate, this is Samson. You're feeling my very high vibration and energy. It is really wonderful to be connecting with you again. It is really quite fun for me. As I mentioned before, channeling with you and with anyone is truly a much better experience than I had originally foreseen. I've learned so much more than I expected. And not only has it provided me with some very valuable insight about humans and their emotions and their thoughts and their rationale, but I've been able to relay this very informative data back to my circle, my network on my planet. And I want you to know that as we speak, this information is flowing through them, and all these people from my planet are slowly learning more about humans in a very different way than they've ever learned about them before. Before, it was snippets of data, very logically fed to us, although the information itself felt very illogical, because to us humans on the surface do not seem like a very rational being. They seem to act alone and haphazardly, wading their way through confusion and chaos, and we could not understand them. We were told that they possessed great emotions, many bad, many wonderful. But by tapping into you and by extracting your essence and understanding more about how you think and how your feelings and emotions influence your thought and vice versa, I've been able to relay that back to the planet. And so they are now feeling humans as opposed to learning from them rationally. They are tapping into the essence of humans. Now, mind you, they are tapping more clearly into your essence, for your human essence is the only one that I've connected with. But either way, it is a beautiful window into the rest of your humanity. And while they understand that they are only receiving information from one human, it certainly does fill in the gaps, and it is very enlightening for them. There are a lot of ahas and ohs, and that's how it works on their planet. And for the most part, the information has been very well received. For they understand that while from our perspective, many of humans' actions seem very irrational and inexplicable, that they have a foundation. And whether or not we as a people understand the foundation and the basis for your decisions and your logic, we understand that through your lens, it for the most part feels logical and sensical. And we respect that. We approach life through logic. We always approach things with a view of what is best for the all. And while humans don't always feel and act that way, we understand that at least they are trying to find logic or make sense of their intentions and their direction. And that much thought goes into this. And while we see the gaps in your thought, we are also learning very much from what you put into those thoughts, and you put in far more emotions into your thoughts and decisions than we do. And we appreciate and respect that, for you are emotionally based, and therefore you need to act in a way that makes emotional sense to you and brings you emotional peace. Because me and my people do not carry the same emotions or carry them with the same intensity as you do. Our decisions are not based in emotion. They're based in other factors and other traits that are important to us. But we don't need to get into that now, for it would probably be too complicated and difficult to explain. or rather, I can't quite convey it in a way that would make sense to you. But all you need to know at this time is that our decisions are always based on what is best for the all. And not only what is best for all beings at this time, but what will be best for them in the future. Although our timeline is different than yours, we also have a sense of the now and a sense of the what will be. And it is more a thought projected future, a future that is thought-based, not one that is time-bound. And we understand this is very difficult for you to understand. But our time reflects an evolution of thought and process. And that is how we carry ourselves forward, and that is how our society has evolved. It evolves along a thought timeline, not a timeline that is clock-bound such as yours. And so we are very deeply interested in your race. And you will find that I am very eager and willing to channel with you more, because every time I do, I have so many beautiful ahas and epiphanies that I am then equally eager to share with my people. And this is good for you and your people, Kate, because we are learning from you, and we are therefore gaining more sympathy and respect for your people. As I mentioned before, we are learning from you in a very different way now. And this is good, for it connects us in the way that we need to be connected. Where you seek to connect with us spiritually, we seek to connect with you energetically. And from your lens, spirit and energy are very much the same. But spirit encompasses so much more than just energy. And again, energy encompasses all that much more that is just spirit. And I understand that this may not make full sense to you. But understand that in our planet, or on our planet rather, we refer to a holistic, energetic consensus, an energetic pattern that flows within us and guides us all in unity and in unison. Whereas for you, spirituality exists first at an individual level, and then you seek to connect with others spiritually. We are already energetically connected as one. And so our spirituality has never very much been an individual entity, but one that exists, grows, and evolves through our level of physical and energetic connectedness. And it is very difficult for me to explain this because it is so far different from you and your people. But I assure you that one day, as you are exposed to various different ETs, this will become clearer. What you need to know now is that we are all benefiting greatly from the two of us connecting and channeling in this way. And as interesting as this may be to you individually, for this is feeding your soul, your spirit, and your intellect, know that the information that we in turn are receiving from you is feeding far, far more people than you could even imagine. And it will continue to. For as I mentioned, we have what we call a thought evolution. Our thoughts carry us forward along our energetic evolution. And so these thoughts and this understanding of humans will snowball and propel us forward in our connection to humanity, and in turn will further drive and propel our desire to help you. And it is not to say that the desire has been lacking, no, but there has been a lack of understanding. We know that we've needed to help humans, for they are part of the light family, and for it is the right thing to do for all beings on Gaia. And that, much like all the other ETs that are there to help you, we want to welcome you to the Galactic Federation of Light, where you have a very big place at the table, so to speak. And right now there is a very big gap. There is an absence. The absence of humanity is felt, and it has been felt for eons. But we know that that seat, that very important void, will be filled by humans in time. And so my people have always been motivated to bring you back into the family that you have always belonged to, albeit unbeknownst to you all until very recently.